Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this episode right here is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek, use my last name, code Hodge, and actually save $20 off your tickets. Now this is for first time orders only, but if you used SeatGeek before, you can go ahead and make a new account and actually use my code anyway and save yourselves $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world just by using my last name, code Hodge. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to kick this off with the first confirmed news story of the day. The first confirmed news story of the day is going to be about the newly returned Bray Wyatt. I'm still in shock that this happened. I cannot believe the guy is now back in the WWE. I could not be happier. But basically, what are they doing with the guy? What is the plan? I know he has a lot of creative control here, but what brand's he going to be on? What's he doing? So basically, WWE themselves have announced that he's actually going to be on SmackDown this Friday. And it looks like he will be going forward as a SmackDown branded wrestler. He might pop on Raw every once in a while, but for the most part, I believe he's going to be a SmackDown guy. So if you're wondering, where's Bray Wyatt going to be, whatever form he's going to be in, The Fiend or something else, or Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds, whatever. If you're wondering where he's going to be, more than likely it's going to be SmackDown, but apparently he will be on this week's SmackDown here in a few days. Alright, the next confirmed news story. The next confirmed news story of the day is going to be about none other than The Rock. So this one's about The Rock. The Rock's done an interview. He does interviews all the time. Of course, the guy's a Hollywood movie star. He's going to go around promoting his movies, but you know, sometimes he gets asked questions, of course, that are not related directly to the movie he's doing. He was actually asked about who's the tribal chief. He said, "I'm the tribal chief." And The Rock was also asked, "So are you saying for WrestleMania you're going to be facing Roman Reigns?" And he said, "I can't say that. There's a lot of factors that come into play." So basically, The Rock is not saying no. He's not saying no to WrestleMania. He's saying he loves WrestleMania, so we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, I believe the current plan that's penciled in is going to be Roman versus Rock, but of course, this is pending Rock's schedule and movies and different factors, like he said. But hopefully it does happen, but Rock's not saying no to it, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually already time. So, ladies and gentlemen, go and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor of the day. The first rumor of the day is the one on this whole list was probably going to be the most true. So, basically, it's about Gallows and Anderson. If you guys missed Monday Night Raw for some reason, it was a phenomenal show. It was full of, like, surprises and, like, returns and just all around a great show. So basically, Gallows and Anderson are now back. They're teaming with the AJ Styles, get the whole little faction back going on that was going on a while ago before they got released by, I guess, Vince at that point. But basically, Gallows and Anderson, what brand are they going to be on? Well, apparently they're actually going to be staying on Raw. So, like I said, Bray Wyatt will be on SmackDown. Gallows and Anderson will be staying on Raw with AJ Styles, and they'll kind of be doing their feud that they're setting up right now. So yeah, Gallows and Anderson, if you're wondering where they're going to be on Raw. Alright, the next rumor is about a former WWE interviewer, commentator, if you listen, about the Renee Young. So Renee Young, I cannot put over this lady enough. Like, I was a really big fan of her stuff, back when she was with WWE. She was the host on the panels and stuff like that. She did commentary for a while, and, she was great at everything she was. But there's just, like, the shows just really don't have the same feel. I remember right after she left watching the shows and, like, the panel, like, we were so excited and was just, like, building it up, and it was just great. I'm like, this panel isn't the same. It's not as entertaining without Renee Young, I have to say that. But basically, this rumor is that WWE have actually reached out to Renee Young about coming back to the WWE, and she basically said no. She turned it down, and there's rumors going around that she's going to AEW, which makes sense, of course. Her husband just re-signed a very long contract with AEW, so it would make sense. But Renee Young apparently said no to a WWE return, which is unfortunate. It sucks, but I'm sure she will be doing great things with the rest of her career. Alright, the next rumor is also about a WWE return. This one is probably happening. So this one's actually about Sarah Logan. So if you guys remember Sarah Logan, she was in the Riot Squad, of course. We had Liv, we had Ruby, Riot, and then we had Sarah Logan. So Sarah Logan is going to be coming back to the WWE. Now, she's actually married to the one of the Viking Raiders. So basically, it looks like she will be joining them in some capacity. I don't know what they're going to be doing, but basically, Sarah Logan's coming back to the WWE. She might have a singles run. She might be, wrestling as a women's competitor going after the championship or something like that. I don't know. She has to be booked correctly because she was being booked very, very poorly. Like, very poorly when she was with the WWE, she was a joke. It was a joke of a character. Not saying that she doesn't have potential to do great things in her career. It's just like they weren't giving her kind of the opportunity to kind of prove herself. So anyway, maybe this next run will be better, but Sarah Logan WWE return is apparently coming soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is your final news story. This is your final rumor, the final thing we talk about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This is about WWE's ratings. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know, WWE is rated PG right now. It used to be rated TV-14 in the Attitude Era. Everything got all kind of watered down now. It's not as exciting. And a lot of wrestling fans, and I know this because I've talked to wrestling fans, I've heard multiple people say this, WWE is more for kids now. It's more of a kid's show. You know, like Barney the dinosaur or something. That's how a lot of like old school wrestling fans are seeing WWE now. They're seeing it as a kid's show. They're like, WWE's for kids. And then AEW is more for like a more grown up audience or whatever. And you know, I really hate that. That's always bothered me because WWE is this legacy thing. I mean, I get there's a lot more, let's say, money in being a PG program than there is in a TV-14 program. But the quality of content, I feel like it's so much better than TV-14. But basically, this rumor, and we've been talking about this for a while, about WWE's rumors of going back to TV-14. Now, this is something they want to do, and I don't know what they can do with their TV contracts, if they have to change, if they're able to change, or if they have to stick to what they have. I don't really know. But what I do know is they're PG right now. They're rated PG. And they try their best to stick to that. But every once in a while, something crazy happens. Like this past Monday Night Raw, when there was returns and stuff, we had some holy shit chants. And that's not PG, at least not in their guidelines for these TV networks. And basically, WWE's getting kind of beat up and kind of getting in trouble for these chants. And like, we can't control our audience. This is a live program. If it was pre-filmed, we could edit it out, but we can't really do that too well live unless we just mute the crowd or whatever. It's still probably going to come out on like the other mics. But basically, WWE's in trouble, and this is basically what the discussion is with WWE about actually going back to TV-14 is the crowd. The crowd chants things, and we can't control it. And plus, we want to have a little more creative freedom, so maybe, just maybe, WWE will be going back to TV-14 sometime soon. But it might not be until after these television contracts are up, and they have quite a bit left, I believe, on some of them. So I don't really know what they can or cannot do. They could always work out a new deal with these TV networks, or maybe they're able to do that. I don't know. But TV-14, WWE may be coming very, very soon, and sooner than ever now that, you know, we have Triple H in charge. So there you guys have. That's actually do for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your king of Vlogstyle, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.